Over 300 million tons of plastic is produced in the world every year. Less than 14% of it is recycled. Projections suggest that global plastic production will reach approximately 1 billion tons by 2040. In the meantime, 11 million tons of plastic waste enters our oceans yearly. It's like a garbage truck's load every minute of every day. This shared global challenge poses a major threat to our environment, oceans, natural ecosystems, wildlife, marine life, and even human health. It is important to note where the vast majority of ocean plastic pollution is coming from. Today, 90% of all plastic waste entering our oceans comes from a few hundred rivers located in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. But why? Developed countries still export a significant amount of plastic waste to emerging nations. In these regions, population growth and increased plastic product usage are met with inadequate waste management systems. The lack of proper waste management leads to billions of tons of plastic waste ending up in landfills and the environment, ultimately reaching our oceans and threatening marine life, ecosystems, and human health. Ocean plastic pollution primarily originates on land, with land-based sources contributing to 80% of all plastic waste in the ocean. The remaining 20% is from marine-based sources such as abandoned fishing nets and other forms of marine debris. As we delve into the global scale of ocean plastic pollution, we now turn our attention to a nation that bears a significant burden in this crisis: India. India, situated in the heart of South Asia and bordered by the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal, is now the most populous country in the world with more than 1.4 billion people. It's also one of the largest contributors to plastic pollution in the world, with more than 13 million tons of mismanaged plastic waste per year. We started our journey in the Indian Himalayas, the sacred source of the Ganga River, holding both spiritual significance for millions who rely on its waters and a grim distinction as a hotspot for plastic pollution. The Ganga River carries tons of plastic waste from the mountains to the Indian Ocean each year, demanding urgent action to address this environmental and social crisis in one of the world's most revered natural landscapes. The majestic Himalayas, often referred to as the land of the gods, are a melting pot of diverse cultures and communities. These towering peaks attract nature enthusiasts, trekkers, adventurers, and mountaineers. Furthermore, the Himalayas are of profound importance as sites for Hindu pilgrimages and rely heavily on tourism to fuel their economies. However, in the pursuit of boosting tourism, the Himalayas have borne the weight of extensive road construction, hotel development, hydropower projects, and more. Simultaneously, the spectre of global warming looms large, impacting the Himalayan environment with reduced snowfall and increased rainfall each year.
Landslides and flash floods have killed at least 16 people in India's northern state of Himachal Pradesh.
A reminder of the deadly power of nature that swept the mountainous state of Himachal Pradesh last week.
This issue makes headlines year-round. The other pressing concern, often overlooked by the government and the public, is the alarming increase in pollution.
इतना अच्छा जंगल था, हरा भरा ना, पूरा गंदा कर दिया बैठ। जानवर जो खा लिया फिर वो जानवर खत्म है, क्योंकि ये जगाली में आएगा नहीं, पेट में रहेगा और कुछ दिन टिकेगा जानवर वो फिर मर जाएगा यहाँ।
The most daunting issue on this front is the surge in plastic waste. Whether it's the local residents or the tourists exploring these holy mountains, everyone contributes to the plastic waste accumulation across the region. The absence of a structured approach to manage plastic waste has resulted in its extensive presence. Tourist destinations and waterways alike are filled by traces of plastic pollution. One of the main issues are low-value plastics that take up a massive share of landfill waste in India. Those are flimsy materials used for chips packets, confectionery wrappers, condiment and cosmetic sachets, single-use shopping bags and other thin layers of packaging. Those mixed plastics are often combined with other materials like foil and are hard to recycle due to complexity of the material. This expensive process results in a limited profitability in recovering low-value plastic, which makes it unprofitable for waste pickers to recover them, and means that most of low-value plastics do not end up being collected at all.
India has a huge population, but then affordability is not that high for brands. So that's kind of a marketing thing that has been done in the global south, where you get the good brands in smaller packaging at a very cheaper rate. So it's easy to buy a 1 rupee shampoo than buy a 300 or 400 rupees bottle. So that is something that we are struggling with when we are doing cleanups or managing our waste in our waste banks or MRFs anywhere, because it's very small. It doesn't, you don't see it everywhere, and most importantly, you tear it and the small piece is lying there somewhere.
The need of the hour is a comprehensive solution to tackle this mounting plastic waste crisis, a challenge that demands immediate attention.
Majority of the rural areas in Himachal Pradesh do not even have a collection system. Right now, it's a super big challenge for all of us to go into the rivers and go into the jungles and forests and the mountain sides to clean them up.
While numerous self-help groups display unwavering determination in their efforts to address the issue, their impact remains constrained without adequate support. Several initiatives have undertaken actions to address the challenge of managing plastic waste in an ethical and efficient manner. These organizations have demonstrated their ability to establish effective systems that intercept plastic waste before it pollutes the environment, while also assisting informal waste pickers to transition into formal, dignified livelihoods. Despite their admirable efforts, these initiatives remain severely underfunded, limiting their capacity to address the problem at a large scale and confining their impact to small, isolated grassroots communities. One of these organizations operating in the Indian Himalayas is Waste Warriors, which has established strong roots in the region. Since its inception in 2012, Waste Warriors has been dedicated to the mission of cleansing and restoring the Himalayas. The most severely affected regions are the mountainous trekking and hiking routes, where trekkers often leave their waste behind, ruining the pristine landscapes. Waste Warriors recognized that working in isolation wouldn't suffice to tackle the issue.
There's a company called India Hikes. So they organize treks and tours all across Uttarakhand and Himachal. So whatever remote locations they have, so we entrust them to collect all the waste from there. Just get it. We'll do the rest.
Okay. Have any guys as well too?
Yeah. So they get it from multiple locations. So they dump around 1,000 kgs at once altogether.
They reached out to local authorities to arrange for the collection of dry household waste and transport it to their dedicated segregation facility.
We are planning the MRF based on 5 metric tons per day for the moment. Right now, the quantum of waste is around 3 metric tons per day, including all the 4 villages and the businesses that are there. But then we also know that there will be a lot of other, panchayats or other areas who will be wanting their solution also for their areas. So there will be an increase in the quantum eventually in the next 4 years or 5 years. So the architectural plan is being made in such a way that we can phase up moving forward whenever the quantum increases.
Previously, the waste had been handled by local authorities who disposed it at dumping sites, mixing it with other organic waste.
ये इससे पहले लैंडफिल में ही जाता था और वहाँ पे इसको सीधा डंप होता था और कुछ नहीं होता था, यानी कि एक छोटे से कूड़े के ढेर को उन लोगों ने पहाड़ बना दिया था बस।
जैसे कि यहाँ पहाड़ों को साफ सुथरा करने के लिए हम लगे हुए हैं, तो जो नहीं करेंगे तो फिर एक और पहाड़ ऐसे ही तैयार हो जाएगा वेस्ट का।
In specific regions, women residing in rural villages have formed collaborative groups known as Sakhis to address the plastic waste issue within their communities. These extraordinary women, who originate from rural backgrounds, now play a vital role in waste management within this disadvantaged area. Each day, these dedicated women undertake extensive tours across multiple villages, collecting dry waste from households that lack access to proper waste management infrastructure. Subsequently, they transport this collected waste to the Waste Warriors facility. Where it undergoes meticulous sorting to ensure effective recycling and responsible waste disposal practices.
अपने गांव में 6 पर्यावरण सखियां हैं। हमने समूह का नाम रखा हुआ है चेतना पर्यावरण सखी समूह। तो इसमें हम हमारे ग्राम पंचायत में जितने भी घर हैं, तो हम उन लोगों को जागरूक करते हैं सूखे कुछ कूड़े के ऊपर, और जो हमारे ऑन रूट के दौरान जो घर जुड़े हुए हैं, हम उनसे हर हफ्ते कलेक्शन करते हैं। उसके बाद कलेक्शन के बाद हम अपने वेस्ट लैंड में लेकर आते हैं। तो यहाँ हम इसको 9 से 10 भागों में इसकी सेग्रीगेशन करते हैं।
अब हमको आदत बन गई है कि हम जाएं कूड़ा लाएं, घर गाली मिल के कोई बात नहीं, फील्ड में गाली मिलकर उनको हम हंसते हो और बोलते हैं गाली दे दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, क्योंकि हमको वेस्ट लेके आते हैं। क्योंकि जब हम गांव से 100 लोगों के घर से लेके आ रहे हैं, तो हम बोलते हैं कि 30 घर हैं, ये भी हमें दे, पैसा भी दे, ताकि ये जगह साफ़ हो जाए।
स्टार्टिंग में जब हम गाँव में लोगों से बात करने के लिए गए, उनसे हम सूखे कूड़े के ऊपर जब हम बात किया, तो बहुत लोगों ने, कुछ लोग समझ नहीं पा रहे थे कि क्या है करके, और इस तरीके का काम पहले गांव में कभी हुआ भी नहीं था। तो हम लोगों को उनको सिखाने में और बताने में बहुत सारी दिक्कतें भी आई हैं।
When the Sakhis embarked on this journey 2 years ago, they initially encountered resistance from the local community due to the perceived stigma associated with working on waste-related issues.
स्टार्टिंग में जब मैं लगी थी तो हर कोई बुराई करता था, कूड़े वाली कहता था और ऐसे बोलता था। हम सखियों को अच्छा नहीं लगता था पहले, जब अब मतलब आदत हो गई, अब तो मतलब कोई कूड़े वाला भी कहता है तो हम यही बोलते हैं, आप गंदगी करते, हम गंदगी साफ करते हैं।
कौन करेगा? हम करेंगे। कौन करेगा? सब करेंगे। कौन करेगा? हम सब करेंगे।
Through their unwavering determination, they gradually changed the narrative surrounding waste management in the region, earned recognition from the community, and expanded their operations to encompass multiple villages.
गाँव वाले बोलते हैं पढ़े लिखे हो, कहीं और जाके जॉब करो, अच्छा काम करो। वही लोग बोलते हैं अच्छा काम कर रहे हो, पर्यावरण को दूषित होने से बचा रहे हो। होता ही है ना, 4 लोगों में से 2 बुरे होते ही होते हैं।
प्लास्टिक से अपना गाँव बचा रहे हैं, ये गलत काम तो नहीं है, लेकिन जो ना समझ है वो लोग, उन लोगों ने कहा अब हमारे गांव में कोई असर नहीं करेगा। अब तो कहते हैं आओ बैठो, चाय पियो, पानी पियो, आप थक गए हैं आराम कर लो। और लेकिन घर से भी सपोर्ट मिली कि अपना घर तो सबने ही साफ करा, गांव साफ करने वाले किस लोग।
This remarkable transformation and heightened awareness among the people stand as a testament to their efforts. The Sakhi initiative exhibits a certain level of self-sustainability, given their ability to generate income from households. However, this income remains insufficient, as villagers from those underprivileged communities are often unable to provide the minimum payment for waste collection services.
हर गांव से हम टीचर फीस लेके आते हैं, मंथली 30 रुपये महीना आता है जो घर से, तो उसको हम जोड़ के जो हम सिक्कियाँ हैं, सिक्कियों की आमदनी हम उसी से ही दिहाड़ी निकालते हैं जो सिक्कियाँ हम कलेक्शन करते हैं.
Yet, within these challenges, there is hope through the efforts of initiatives like the Sakhis. In a world where the oceans are choking on plastic and our environment cries out for help, we stand at a pivotal moment in history. Plastic pollution is an undeniable crisis and the challenges are immense, but so is our determination to overcome them. Janah, the impact company, was born from a desire to make a real impact, to create change from the ground up and to empower those who work tirelessly to reclaim our planet from plastic grip. Two of the founders of Janah embarked on a journey spanning 10 regions across India. During this journey, they engaged with individuals and organizations on the front lines of the battle against plastic pollution, attentively listening to their experiences, understanding their initiatives, and acknowledging the challenges they confront. But how to make a lasting impact? In the wake of this eye-opening journey, one thing became resoundingly clear. Brands around the world possess the potential to be not just plastic contributors but catalysts for positive change. After speaking with numerous business leaders from the food and beverage, cosmetic and fashion industries, Janah has built a global impact platform for brands to achieve remarkable environmental and social impacts where it matters the most. Through incremental plastic recoveries and targeted social empowerment actions. Our impact platform is built to supercharge brands' impact power and their SDG contributions like never before, based on 3 key pillars of impact. 1. Tactical cleanups, targeting neglected and hard-to-reach areas in eco-sensitive zones. 2. Preventive recoveries, incentivizing waste pickers to collect low-value plastic that otherwise would be landfilled or dumped in the wild. And 3. Social empowerment, uplifting waste workers by providing them with skills, financial independence, and improved opportunities. At Janah, our vision is to build bridges between people from the global north and south, enabling brands to make a direct impact wherever it's needed in the world, to ultimately secure ongoing funding to help address global environmental and social concerns and empower individuals and communities in eco-sensitive areas. You understood it. Janah isn't just an impact tech startup. Janah is a promise, a commitment to go where nobody else can, to do what nobody else does, to make an impact where it's needed most. Janah means the people in Sanskrit, the old Indian language. It symbolizes the power of people coming together for a common purpose, as nothing great can be achieved in this world without collaborative action. Embarking on this journey with Janah isn't just about helping mitigate plastic pollution. It's about creating a regenerative tomorrow together. A tomorrow where our planet thrives and communities flourish. Make your impact felt with Janah, the impact company.